GloRilla wasn't even home when these clowns violated her space. She was out in Indianapolis, handling her business like a boss, performing at the WNBA All-Star Game, and making money while these street thieves tried to cash in on her hard-earned success. She definitely wasn't expecting this twist in her legal drama, and her friend even fainted on the spot when the sentence was announced. It felt like a career-ending bombshell that shocked the culture, and honestly, it's one of the wildest things I've ever heard. What could the judge have possibly said that made Glo hit the floor? Stick around, because we've got the full story. On July 22, 2025, her latest nightmare began when GloRilla was hit with 2 felony charges: possession of more than 1 ounce of weed and possession of a controlled substance. But here's the catch. These charges didn't come from some undercover sting operation or a raid on her home by the feds. This whole mess started when 3 masked men broke into her Forsyth County, Georgia home, stole expensive jewelry, and ran off after someone inside started shooting. And here's what makes it worse: GloRilla wasn't even there.
I think that's the absolutely most craziest thing I've ever.
So let me get this straight. The people who actually broke into her house walked away free. Yet she's the one stuck with serious felony charges. That doesn't make any sense. GloRilla wasn't about to stay silent about this upside-down situation either. She jumped on social media and kept it real, pointing out that while she was in Indianapolis performing at the WNBA All-Star Game, instead of chasing the real suspects, the authorities chose to focus on some cannabis. She broke it down clearly. First, she wasn't caught. Second, her house got robbed. Third, she wasn't even there. In short, her home was invaded and she's the only one facing arrest. Her legal team came out swinging, calling the charges ridiculous, since she was obviously the victim here, and they didn't hold back on criticizing the police for their misplaced priorities. The most frustrating part is that no one has been arrested for the actual break-in, meaning the real criminals who violated her space are still out there on the streets, probably plotting their next move. But in true boss fashion, GloRilla stayed strong. She posted a $22,260 bond the same day and kept grinding, refusing to let the system crush her spirit. If convicted on these questionable charges, she could be looking at up to 10 years in prison, but no trial date has been set yet, as the case is still in its early stages. And honestly, this isn't her first run-in with the law. Back in April 2024, she was charged with DUI in Gwinnett County, Georgia after being pulled over for making an illegal U-turn at a red light. The whole thing was caught on body cam, and she faced charges for driving under the influence, having an open container, and not following traffic signals. She refused the breathalyzer test, and the footage even caught a wardrobe slip during the sobriety test. There's also some confusion about her past criminal record that needs clearing up. Years ago, GloRilla was arrested for shoplifting in Tennessee, but it was just a misdemeanor that didn't cause any big problems or media attention. Still, wild rumors have been floating around because of a viral interview clip.
3 people were caught trying to steal her stuff. They even got shot at and ran off. Cops showed up looking for the burglars, but instead they say they smelled weed, got a warrant, and ended up charging Glo after discovering a significant amount of marijuana in her master bedroom closet.
This clip had many people questioning whether GloRilla ever served serious time, but official records show that the shoplifting case was minor compared to the legal battles she faces now. The most devastating situation in her career involves real tragedy and loss of life. On March 5, 2023, during a concert in Rochester, New York, a deadly stampede broke out at the Main Street Armory after false reports of gunshots caused the crowd to panic, killing 3 women: Rondisha Belton, 33, Randy Miller, 35, and Aisha Haskins Stevens, 35, and injuring several others. This heartbreaking event led to multiple civil lawsuits from the victims' families against GloRilla, Finesse Times, the promoters, venue owners, security companies, the city of Rochester, and even the police and fire departments, all accusing them of negligence and wrongful death. The lawsuits raised tough questions about crowd safety, venue responsibility, emergency planning, and how much accountability performers should carry when things turn deadly. In June 2024, a group of concertgoers also filed a lawsuit in New York State Supreme Court for injuries, targeting the venue and organizers. The one relief for GloRilla is that no criminal charges were filed against her since investigations confirmed the stampede was triggered by crowd panic, not the artists. Still, as of July 2025, the civil cases remain unresolved, with many comparing the situation to the Travis Scott Astroworld tragedy, where lawsuits were eventually settled out of court. GloRilla offered condolences to the victims' families but has stayed quiet about the ongoing litigation. Beyond that, her legal troubles have stretched into intellectual property disputes, like when rapper Plies sued her in early 2025 for allegedly copying his 2008 track in her song Wannabe with Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B, though that case ended in March 2025 when Plies dropped the lawsuit, most likely due to a weak claim or private settlement. In June 2025, Louisiana influencer Natalie Henderson filed a lawsuit against her for allegedly using the trademarked phrase "no BBL" in her merch and lyrics without permission. Business disputes have also surfaced, including a May 2024 claim by Atlanta investor Aristotle Varner JRB, accusing her of scamming him out of $400,000 for consulting and promotions he says she never provided. Even earlier, in 2022, producer Hitgood accused her of trying to cut him out of royalties and credits for her breakout hit Fenf Let's Go after she signed with Ugatti's CMG label, though that matter was resolved privately without court action. What makes GloRilla's legal struggles so striking is how they highlight systemic issues and the misplaced priorities of law enforcement when it comes to successful Black women from the hood. The fact that she faces the possibility of prison while the burglars who broke into her home remain free speaks volumes about these deep-rooted problems. Through it all, her community has remained loud and loyal, standing strong behind her as she fights these battles.
You actually did 3 years in jail.
Wow. Yeah, I did.
Except from stealing from Kmart cereal.
Yeah.
This don't sound right. No, I want you to be honest, because you've got this on the paper.
I don't like the fact that you dug that up.
No, we gonna cut the cameras. No, but dead ass, like, you didn't go to jail for 3 years for stealing cereal, right?
Another supporter explained that GloRilla's situation shows how the justice system often fails people from disadvantaged backgrounds, even when they've worked hard to succeed. They pointed out that instead of celebrating her achievements and protecting her from the criminals who invaded her home, the system seems more interested in bringing her down with questionable charges. To them, GloRilla's ability to keep going despite non-stop legal struggles is inspiring, and they see her as a symbol of strength for anyone who's ever had to fight twice as hard just to be treated fairly.
If it was anybody else, if it was another Jane Doe, just because it's GloRilla, they make a big deal out of it. If it was Lakeisha down the street, it would have been nothing. She wouldn't even been there. So how do you know somebody that planted drugs? How do you know somebody in her family that had it? How you know it could be anything?
Another supporter had this to say.
I think that's the absolutely most craziest thing I've ever heard because she wasn't there first and foremost. Second of all, we don't necessarily know what happened in that situation. The robbers could have left that there.
Throughout all her legal battles, GloRilla has managed to keep her composure and stay true to her authentic self. She's been open about what she's going through while being careful not to say anything that could hurt her cases. These ongoing legal fights highlight the complex challenges that often come with fast success in the music industry. For GloRilla, balancing her rise as an artist with staying real to her street roots while handling courtrooms is one of the biggest tests of her young career. From gospel beginnings to chart-topping hits, her journey stands as one of the most genuine come-up stories in hip-hop today. Gloria Hallelujah Woods, born on July 28, 1999, in Memphis, Tennessee, went from singing hymns in a North Memphis church to having her lyrics chanted across the country. Growing up in the Fraser neighborhood as the 8th of 10 kids in a deeply religious household, she was shaped by both church culture and strong family values. She was homeschooled until 5th grade before attending Melrose High School, and early on, she dreamed of being a singer in the church choir. But after losing her voice, she shifted to rapping at 16, a move that seemed like a setback but actually set her on the path to stardom. What looked like an obstacle became the foundation of a career that would eventually bring her Grammy nominations and Billboard hits. Her early years weren't about quick fame or viral success. Like many true artists from the hood, GloRilla put in years of grinding, sharpening her skills, and building a loyal local fan base. She dropped her first mixtape, Most Likely Up Next, in 2019, followed by her 2020 EPP Status, both of which highlighted the raw Memphis sound, her strong presence, and her real storytelling. Then came 2022, the year that changed everything. When she and producer Hitgood released Fenf Let's Go, it became more than just a song, it turned into a cultural wave. The track not only climbed into the Billboard Hot 100's top 50 but also sparked the viral hashtag FNF challenge on TikTok, showing how success in hip-hop today demands both street credibility and social media power. The impact was instant, earning her a Grammy nomination for Best Rap Performance and officially placing her among the rising stars of hip-hop.
How proud are you of her?
I am very proud, extremely proud.
What would it mean to have a Grammy for you? What would that mean?
I'ma pay his ass.
More importantly for her career, the success of Fenf Let's Go caught the attention of Yo Gotti, who signed her to his collective music group CMG label in July 2022, making her the first female artist on the roster. But GloRilla quickly proved she wasn't just a one-hit wonder. She followed up with tracks that showed both her versatility and staying power. Tomorrow and its remix Tomorrow 2 featuring Cardi B became her first top 10 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 and went double platinum, proving she could hold her own with established stars while still keeping her Memphis flavor. Her EP, Anyways, Life's Great reached number 11 on the Billboard 200 in 2022, showing her talent extended beyond singles and proving she had the ability to carry a full project, something that separates true artists from quick viral sensations. Then came 2024, the year that solidified her breakthrough. Her debut commercial mixtape, A Thing dropped in April 2024 and peaked at number 18 on the Billboard 200. But the real milestone came in October 2024, when her first studio album Glorious hit the streets. The album climbed to number 5 on the Billboard 200 and earned the highest first-week sales of any female rap album that year, a huge achievement in a competitive industry. Glorious delivered undeniable hits including Yay Glow, which entered the Hot 100's top 40, Wannabe, her collab with Megan Thee Stallion that also reached the top 40, and GIF, which landed in the Hot 100's top 50. What makes GloRilla's rise so powerful is that she's never traded her street credibility for mainstream success. Her public image continues to reflect resilience, faith, and relatability, transforming from a church choir girl to a rap queen without losing her grounded, real-life persona. That authenticity connects deeply with fans who see their own struggles and dreams mirrored in her journey.
Thank God, because this is a gospel award.
How dare us? Giving GloRilla a gospel award is putting piss in.
GloRilla's collaborations have been just as impressive, with standout features like Just Say That with Duke Deuce, On What You On with Moneybagg Yo, FQ with Latto featuring Gangsta Boo, and Sticky with Tyler, the creator from his album Chromacopia. These tracks show her versatility and ability to move across different styles and generations of hip-hop while still keeping her unique voice. Industry recognition has been pouring in non-stop. She won Best New Hip-Hop Artist at the 2020 Tibet Hip Hop Awards and the 2023 Heart Radio Music Awards. In 2005, she picked up the Dr. Bobby Jones Best Gospel or Inspirational Award at the BET Awards for Rain Down on Me and was also honored with the Powerhouse Award at Billboard Women in Music. However, her gospel award win sparked some debate within the community.
This something I always wanted to do, and I didn't know it was gonna come this fast. So like I said, I feel blessed, I feel highly favored. You know, my middle name Hallelujah, so I'm highly favored.
Some people in the culture argued that giving a gospel award to a rapper known for explicit content was disrespectful, sparking debates about genre lines and how artists should really be categorized. Still, GloRilla's achievements speak louder than the criticism. She's earned multiple Grammy nominations, including Best Rap Performance for Fenf Let's Go in 2023, and both Best Rap Performance and Best Rap Song for Yay Glow in 2025. These nominations go beyond personal success. They prove her influence and the lasting impact she's making on hip-hop culture as a whole. GloRilla's business moves have matched her musical success, with recent highlights including the BMI Impact Award at the 2025 BMI R&B Hip Hop Awards in August, recognizing her breakthrough influence. She also partnered with Checkers for a branded meal deal, a full circle moment since she once worked there before her music career took off. GloRilla is widely respected as an authentic and empowering figure in hip-hop, praised for her raw, husky voice and high-energy style that resonates with fans from the block to the suburbs. Her music connects because it reflects real experiences and emotions, delivered with confidence and energy that feel both aspirational and relatable. A big part of her appeal is her Memphis connection. Her street credibility comes from her North Memphis roots and lyrics that capture the reality of growing up in a tough environment. That authenticity has been central to her rise, as fans can tell when an artist's persona truly matches their background. She embodies the raw Memphis rap sound with a commanding presence, and collaborations with established names like Yo Gotti have further solidified her reputation in the streets. Her music is not only entertainment but also cultural storytelling, capturing the struggles and dreams of young people from similar backgrounds across the country. What makes her journey remarkable is the speed of her rise, going from releasing her first mixtape in 2019 to earning Grammy nominations and Billboard success by 2022. This rapid ascent hasn't cost her artistic integrity or street credibility. Instead, her genuine personality and real-life experiences have fueled her wide appeal. She's evolved from a local Memphis talent into one of hip-hop's most promising voices, showing both her undeniable skill and the power of social media and streaming platforms in lifting authentic voices. With all eyes on Glo, it's not just her career that draws attention, her dating life has also been a hot topic. What makes her approach refreshing is her honesty, often challenging the traditional expectations placed on female rappers in relationships. She's openly shared her views in interviews and on social media, saying she prefers older men, believes in going 50-50ths in partnerships, and practices celibacy. This openness has built a layered public narrative around her love life, mixing genuine insight with the usual speculation from fans and media. As of mid-2025, GloRilla has consistently described herself as single, though she's often the subject of rumors and situationships. Based on what's known from interviews and social media, her romantic history mostly consists of unconfirmed rumors, brief flings, and pre-fame relationships, with no proven long-term public partnerships. GloRilla's current approach to dating seems shaped by some tough past experiences, and she's been candid about them, openly admitting to embarrassing pre-fame relationships where she dated men without cars, including one that lasted 2 years, and saying she felt traumatized by an ex's behavior which damaged her trust moving forward. She's called those early relationships poor decisions, even calling herself a dumb for staying in them, but also said they gave her a clear understanding of what she will and won't tolerate. She's also revealed flings with 2 unnamed taken men in the music industry, accusing them of acting like they were in happy relationships on social media while being dishonest behind the scenes. While she never exposed names, these experiences with men she saw as untrustworthy pushed her to rethink how she approaches relationships. Frustrated with partners she considered soft or unreliable, GloRilla declared herself single and celibate in November 2024, saying she would wait until God sends me my husband, after completing a 90-day celibacy challenge earlier that year. This wasn't just a private decision but became part of her public identity, influencing both her music and interviews as she tied it to her faith and her desire for a serious long-term relationship over casual flings. Still, despite her vow of celibacy, her name has been tied to several high-profile figures, creating a contrast between her words and ongoing media speculation. One of the earliest and most persistent rumors linked her to Drake in 2022, though neither confirmed it and no proof ever surfaced, with speculation mostly fueled by social media interactions. A more visible moment came in October 2022 when Kodak Black openly flirted with her on Instagram Live using lyrics from her hit Fenv. He later admitted to having a huge crush but claimed it was all jokes when they met in person, so nothing serious developed. The biggest wave of rumors hit in February 2024 when GloRilla posted a photo with NBA player Damian Lillard during All-Star Weekend, captioned, "Who this is 'cause I want him #GetHimGlo," while dismissing concern about his ex-wife. The post exploded online, but Lillard quickly denied any romance, saying they were only acquaintances and his personal life was private. Another buzz came from a flirty interview with journalist Speedy Morman in October 2024 on Complex 360, which led to speculation after they later posted matching captions in April 2025 saying "us never them," only to reveal it was an April Fool's joke and they were just friends. In June 2025, NFL player Xavier Legette appeared as her love interest in the Type of music video, including kissing scenes, which fueled dating talk, though many assumed it was strictly PR. Then in late July 2025, she was linked to NBA player Brandon Ingram after being spotted with him in Cabo San Lucas during her 26th birthday trip. Videos showed them dancing, holding hands, and leaving together, but neither confirmed anything. Even her business ties have triggered rumors, like in early 2025 when talk spread about her and label boss Yo Gotti after his reported breakup with Angela Simmons. The two appeared together on a red carpet in June 2025, sparking sugar daddy chatter, but GloRilla only addressed it vaguely, and no evidence backed the claims. She's admitted she's drawn to older men and has been clear that after her success, she values partnership over dependency, even supporting a 50-50 balance. In relationships, most of her rumored romances appear to come from public appearances, social media moments, or collaborations rather than confirmed relationships, a pattern common for celebrities where timing often lines up with career moves like the legit buzz during her music video release or the Ingram speculation during her birthday trip. Her honesty about past mistakes and her choice to embrace celibacy until marriage has made her relatable to fans, who see her as genuine in an industry often built on polished images. With her faith reflected in her full name, Gloria Hallelujah Woods guiding her decisions, GloRilla continues to balance her career success, personal boundaries, and non-stop media attention. From hit records to relationship rumors and public challenges, her life in the spotlight remains one of hip-hop's most compelling stories.